Well, good morning, folks. It's Sunday morning. Just kind of sitting in the truck here. I'm at a dump. I'm at a fucking dump. I had started going over some things yesterday when I was in the truck up in West Palm Beach, and ended up booking a room down here in Hollywood, Florida, at the Carolina. Called them, asked about truck parking. They're like, "Oh yeah, sure, come on down. You want to reserve a room?" I said, "I'll do it online. I see it online." They're like, "Okay," because I could get it cheaper online. Book a room. It's an hour away. Drive down there, get there, back the truck in, go inside. The lady's like, "You can't park that truck here." Like, I got a reservation. I called. Somebody said, she's like, "Hold on, let me go talk to somebody." Some guy comes out. He's got my paper slip that says that I reserved the room, and he's like, "Yeah, you booked a room half hour ago, but we don't have any rooms available." I said, "No, I booked this room an hour ago, over an hour ago, drove an hour here, and you're telling me you don't have any rooms?" I was pissed. He's like, "Yeah, and you can't park here." So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, "Nobody's going to take your money because, you know, we got to swipe your card, blah, blah, this and that." I'm like, all right, fine. So I go out to the truck and I'm searching for rooms. I can't find anything. So I'm like, fuck this. I look up the closest Walmart. It was like a mile down the road. And let's see where I'm at. I'll check the weather really quick because that always helps. Hallandale Beach. I'm in Hallandale Beach, and I went to the Walmart there, which is like right across the road. And I go inside, use the bathroom, come back out. I'm talking to Kim for a little bit. I'm like, man, I'm fucking pissed because of this room situation. She's like, "I get it, honey." She's like, do whatever you got to do. And I'm like, okay. So I'm starting looking for hotels, and there's a Nights Inn, like literally right across the street. So I'm like, I'll look it up. They got rooms available. They're not too expensive. I think it was $124 after tax or something. So I reserve a room. I get over here, go inside, talk to the guy. He's like, "It's $100 deposit refundable." And I'm like, okay. So I go in and talk to the guy, give him my card, this and that, sign the paper, and he gives me a key, tells me where my room is. I'm in the semi on my shirt. It's like, okay, there's a big parking lot over there. That's where your room's at. I'm like, all right, cool. So we go over there. I go over there and I go to the room. It's a complete dump. I got a hold of Kim instantly. I was pissed because the room was so fucking gross. There's bugs crawling all over the floor. I'm killing them left and right. There's hair. You can just see grime and dirt all over the room. So I'm like, fuck this, man. I got some food and beer. Watched a football game for a little bit, took a shower, and I told her, I said, "I'm sleeping in the truck. There's no way in hell I'm sleeping in this room." So we're going to go up in there in a minute, and I'm going to show you how nasty this is, and I'm going to rate this place, and I'm going to let the guy know when I go to check out how gross it is and stuff, and how many bugs are in here, and that you shouldn't be charging people for a room like that, and it's unsanitary to be charging people for rooms like this. And I can't write a review online. I looked everywhere to try to do it, and there's just nowhere to do it. So I just uploaded some pictures that I'd taken, and I was talking to Kim on the phone before I showered last night after I was watching that game. She's like, "I don't want to see it because I'm just going to stress out." I'm like, "That's fine, honey. I won't show you." But yeah, I ended up sleeping out in the truck. So I paid the money basically to be able to use the shower, have somewhere to go to the bathroom and park, because there's really not a whole lot of places down here to be able to park or anything like that. So it's one of them situations where I honestly would have been better off just trying to park at a Walmart and sleep out there, but I still wanted to shower and stuff like that. And I was trying to hit the beach, but there's really no places. There's public parking, but then I don't think there's any showers around here to be able to use after, if I would have got in the ocean or anything like that. So I was just like, fuck. And I told her, I said, "Dude, this is leaving a bad taste in my mouth. I won't come back down to this area. There's no way. There's no reason for me. It's too busy down here. People are rude. It's like I'm living back in Northwest Ohio with rude people and stuff like that, and it's crazy. But I mean, it's what it is. You get what you pay for, and even though you pay for it, you still don't get, you know, that. And I didn't want to get a room, but I mean, I didn't really have a choice either because of where I'm at. And I honestly, it would have been cheaper for me just to bobtail. I think it probably would have been cheaper for me just to bobtail back to the truck stop up in Fort Pierce, stay there the night, and then just drive back down today when I needed to, because at least then I could have, you know, used my shower credit at the Pilot or paid for another one. It would have been cheaper probably for diesel fuel and that for me just to go up there and come back. But it's almost 2 hours down here from where that is, and I didn't want to, you know, spend all that time driving and shit, because I'm trying to reset my log. That way, once I get done with these people moving their shit, I can just continue working, find something else and continue working without having to sit for 34 hours, because that's what I don't want to do. I was hoping to be able to do that this weekend or yesterday, and you know, make it to where today when I did start, my 34 would have already been reset. I would have had plenty of time. Yeah, I was just disappointed in myself for even doing this, but like, the pictures online are not what they show. Let me see if I can pull them up really quick and at least show you something, because then you'll be able to see what I was looking at last night when I when I was seeing this, and I thought, oh, this isn't going to be too bad, then I should be able to be okay. Okay, here, let's see this. Look at that. Can you see that right there? Pool. Look at that room. Look at that room. It don't look too bad, does it? Yeah. It looks all right. Coffee. Those rooms look decent. Yeah, I wasn't too mad about that. I thought, oh, that'll be a decent place to go. Watch some football, be able to shower, sleep, relax a little bit, de-stress, and not the case. Not the case at all. It's just flipping through. So let's go upstairs really quick, because I need to brush my teeth and grab some baby wipes out there, because I'm a clean guy and baby wipe my booty hole when I'm done taking a dump, because toilet paper just don't do the job. So let's go up there real quick. Let me grab my toothbrush right here, make sure I got the key and can get in, and we'll go up there. First thing you see when you walk in, a big ass stain on a bed. The TV on. Look at the size of that gap in that door. Look at how dirty that is. That's the only cool thing, is this all this mirrors and stuff. I'm sure this place is like straight out the 70s and has never been updated. This chair's gross, there's stains all over it. There's a bug right there. Look at him go. Look at him go. Let's kill him. Try to stomp him out. Oh, these boots. God, I still don't get him. Got him. But as soon as I walked in, there's fucking critters all over here. I probably killed like 5. There's one that I killed right there. There's another one. So there's no way I was sleeping in here with all that shit crawling around in there and that big ass gap in the door. Oh, there's one right on the fridge too. Look at that. Look at this fridge. Look how nasty this is. Frozen, gross. Fucking, there's another bug. Bam, 2 of them. Bam. And that fridge is leaking, so there's water right there. Almost slipped and fell last night. Oh, that's all old particle board, all ate out and rotted. And I mean, the chair's kind of cool, and that's about it. And then you got this area right here that's super dumpy. I mean, where are we at here? This 2024. Should we have this stuff falling from the ceiling? Probably not. And you go into here, and there's a foot stain right there. This is all gross. Like, I instantly am itching when I come in here. Yeah, I showered in this thing. I wore my Crocs last night. And this is about the only good thing about here, is having running water to be able to do that. Other than that, this place is a fucking dump. And from what I could see, it looked like there's people living in these places on this side. So this is probably somebody's, you know what I mean, place that they live, because there's all kind of plants in the windows and stuff like that. And you got window shakers for the AC units with tape on them, duct tape. That's fun. So yeah, I completely disgusted. And maybe I'm just being picky, but I don't think so, because anybody in their right mind would be like, fuck this place. My wife would have thrown a fit, and there's a good reason for that. I did too, because it is gross. There's hairs all over the floor from other people. There was hair in the sink. And that's one thing, if I go into a hotel room and there's hair in the sink, I'm completely disgusted. But the mirrors are cool. So, I mean, you could have fun with this if this place was cleaned up and, you know, nicer, but it's not. It's outdated and completely disgusting. And I mean, they should be embarrassed for renting rooms like this. I don't know what these people think, if these people think this is clean or not, but there's absolutely no way in hell I was fucking sleeping in that bed. I can tell you that much. So I'm gonna brush my teeth, and I'll probably go check out and let them know how unhappy I am with this room and how gross it is, and let them know that I'm going to be putting this up online so everybody can see and not to come here. That way people know what to expect when they come here, because it's gross. And for me being a truck driver, everybody gives us bad names, says we're gross and stuff. That's not true at all. I'm one of the cleanest people you ever meet when it comes to stuff like that. I take pride in my truck and keeping it clean and, you know, presenting myself well. And now I'd rather sleep at a truck stop versus this crap. Well, made it to the beach, folks. Left that dump, went in and checked out after I showered. Let that gentleman know that I wasn't too pleased with the whole situation about it, and that that room needs some attention and taking care of, and nobody should be charging anybody for a room like that. He used to give me an email to complain to, because he probably just works there and runs the front desk. And just told him I wasn't happy, and I ended up sleeping out in the truck, and I didn't even stay in the room because it was so gross, bugs and whatnot. So I looked up beaches near me, and there was a Hollywood public beach, and I went to pull in there at North Beach, but there was a low clearance sign, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to go in there. So I'm like, piss on it, I'm just going to keep driving down the road, and end up seeing these little pull-offs between some foliage and stuff where you can pay to park and whatnot. I pulled up in one, and I'm like, I'm gonna walk up there. And while I was changing, because I still had a hoodie and pants on, there was a gentleman that works for the city or the county that was parked down the road from me. So I went and walked and talked to him real quick, and he said, you know, he's like, are you double parked? I said, yeah, I took up 2 spaces because I didn't want to stick out too much because the traffic went through. He's like, man, just pay for it, and you know, worst case scenario, they won't be mad because you took up 2 spots, because it's not really too busy. And I could have taken up 1, I just would have been sticking out more than what I would have liked to. So just went down. There's another place across the way that's you got to pay to park too, but there's restrooms there, and it's really not that far for me to walk. So I figured if I did get in the ocean, got sticky and sand on me, I'd just go over there and give myself a little horse bath in the sink, and then venture off to where I need to be later on to start making some money and doing some work. So I'm gonna chill here for a couple hours. I got until 1:30. It's like 12:30 now, so I paid for 2 hours to be able to sit out here and catch some rays, if you know what I mean. Watch clouds roll in and watch these ships go by, and just enjoy the beach. It's kind of windy, but it's not too bad. The water feels nice. It's probably over 70. I was in there up to my knees, and it's probably, I would say it's got to be 75 plus degrees is how it felt. And I was in when I was in Venice, it was 67, so this feels like it's way warmer than that. This feels like the pool over in Venice, and that was supposed to be heated, but it still felt cold. So just hanging out, people watching, you know what I mean. Probably take my shirt off. Got this UV shirt on, that way I can get some color maybe, and catch a little burn, you know what I mean. Before I head back up to Northwest Ohio, I want to at least show something that I got, but I'm not going to be making a ton of money down here, even though I'm making something and not just sitting at home not making nothing, you know what I mean. Yeah, you do.